Okay, we are back. Just doing a couple of things off screen after I saved. I've equipped both people with lightning. I think they're called the lightning rings that we picked up because they have lightning resistance and Odin does lightning damage. So I switched that. That's all I did off screen. So, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this thing, double dose, and we're just gonna heal because it says that this guy yields to healing. So I guess we can just keep curing, staying alive. We should be alright, hopefully. So I just want to check. His stagger does go up when healing. So I guess it's just a matter of keeping this curing going as long as possible. Is that what does that say? Cestal? I can't really read it, but anyway, that purple bar above his head is what we need to be making that move. So it said he yields to cure. See, the notes are gone now. Cool. Awesome. Well, it did say that he yields to those who heal wounds or something, so we're just gonna keep healing. His purple bar is definitely going up the more we heal, so I guess we'll just keep it going from there. And let's see if we can literally just win this via healing.
Thanks.
Because if we can, then it'll make all the difference. Unless I should be switching to attack while he's doing this. This might be something to consider. So cure I can do when I've just got like 1 bar of AP, apparently. I don't know if I can do that with other stuff. But I would like if we would be able to stand up so I can heal. Because his purple bar's going up, and so is his stagger, so it might be a case of switching between the two, between attack and healing. We'll just see how far we get with this, with just healing for now. Because I did look this up in the last episode, and it wasn't very helpful. Nope, we're dead.
Just like
This
that.
is the worst part of this whole game, is these battles. Because it's not too obvious what I'm supposed to be doing, which isn't a bad thing. I like when it's a little bit less obvious, but when it says chain attack or those who heal, and I just sat there healing for a while... Hang on, did those guys respawn back there? They did respawn. Let's grab some more XP. I'll do one battle here. I'll just do this battle, grab some extra XP, and we'll see if that's enough to just, like, level us up, like, 1 level, maybe. Holy hell, I'm tearing through these guys now, though. Like, damn. Damn, doing those upgrades was a great idea. It does so much more damage now. Those numbers! Okay, maybe we do need, Hope as a healer and me as an attacker for this fight when we retry it. Why is this guy so much stronger than he was before? I feel like he wasn't this hard last time we fought him. Was he this strong last time? I feel like he wasn't this strong last time. Or is it just because Hope's dead? There we go. Either way, he's dead now. How much CP did we get from that? 36. That's not enough. That's nowhere near enough to level up. Oh well. Alright. Let's go try and fight Odin. So... let's go to Crystal... no, it's not Crystalline, it's Paradigms. Generate random party Paragon. Okay. Let's do one here. Do balanced. Okay. Alright, we'll stay on Slash and Burn. We'll get our health. Then once our health starts going down a bit, we'll switch it to War and Peace. Because I don't want to get stuck on another fight like this. Because the one with Snow, I at least was able to get through it in 2 tries when I figured out I was just supposed to be blocking. So, let's just do both of us as beefy boys, doing the attacks. And then we'll switch to War and Peace later, so... actually, we might switch to War and Peace now. Or not. Finish down, Hope. Come on, Hope. Heal me. Heal me. Heal me, please. Thank you. Thank you, Hope. I take back half of what I said about you being useless. Slash and Burn. Let's put us both on attack. Alright. Alright. War and Peace. Okay. We're doing something this. This is going better. This is actually going better. So I need to wait for him to start shielding. Yes, and then I go to Slash and Burn, where we can both just attack the hell out of him. And then once he goes back to this, we go War and Peace. But before that, we need to use a Phoenix down. Holy crap, hurry up. Come on, Hope, heal me, boy. Oh no, he's straight back to attacking. I thought he was going for his shield for a second there. Alright. We need to attack now. This is better. We're doing better. I feel like we're still going to lose, though. War and Peace, War and Peace, War and Peace. Come on, Hope. Heal yourself. Heal yourself. Oh, we've almost got it. Yes! Yes, there it is! There it is! Oh, we got it, okay. Okay, so I just had to keep switching back and forth. That was the problem. Okay. Alright, that made it more sense after I reassessed it. Oh, did we get the horse? We got the horse. Didn't Snow get a motorcycle? Lightning gained an ATB gauge. Yay, another one. Another thing we have to wait to fill up before we can attack. Snow got a motorcycle, right? feel like Snow got a motorcycle. Yeah, Snow got a fucking like a motorbike, some shit, and this chick gets a horse. Wonder what Hope's gonna get. Wonder what Vanille's get. Oh, what does Saz get?
Magic.
Bet Saz gets a chocobo.
I must have hit my head on that purge train.
No, yeah, I don't think you did. I don't think you did, mate. I'm gonna take 3 shots real quick.
Really in your way?
I wanted to finish that battle with Trank. There's one.
I'll do better. I'll try harder.
Toughen you up. I'm sorry about before.
And 3. Oh. Oh, mama absinthe. Got a kick to it. Alright, sweet. We finally beat that fucking battle. Oh, it made more sense once I figured out that I had to switch between the two. Why did the guide... The guide I read just said put lightning rings on them, and then it said just switch them both to Ravager. But it turns out we had to, Oh, Jesus Christ, alright. View the tutorial, what do we got? Okay, lightning spin, blah blah blah, technically this started summon Odin. Select techniques. Summon Odin.
Odin.
Okay, at least we can skip this cutscene in the future. Jesus, that's flashy. Cut us a path, my dude. Okay. Anytime, this mode allows you to perform powerful attacks from... Okay. Okay. So he just constantly loses SP. Right. Let's try this.
We do this together.
Let's see what this does. We just watched this.
Let's ride. Now.
Oh, okay. We got actual sort of techniques here.
Now.
Thunderbolt. What's that do? Does that skin...
Storm is here.
What the hell is this? This just became a whole different game. Holy crap, they are adding so many, like, mechanics at this point. Wait, he was at full stagger. Why is he not full stagger no more? Why were they not full stag? They were full stag before, man. They were full stag when I had Odin now. Why are they now no longer the full stagger? Alright, you go to War and Peace. You need to heal, man. Okay, so her sword is a gun, I guess. Looked like she just shot something.
Good call.
I don't know, I didn't quite see it. Did she fire? Did she fire something? Let's just go back to slash and burn. Finish this guy off. I feel like this game had, like, no mechanics for the first, like, 4 hours. And now it's just been throwing them at me like crazy. Oh my god, I hate waiting for this bloody gauge to build up, though. I don't like... Light is just, like, the most, like, edgy, like, edgelord cringe thing. Like, calling her light is like, oh, it's so deep and meaningful, but it's not. It's pretty lame, actually. At least we can summon a giant horse / guy now, though.
Sorry.
Don't sweat it.
Say it, don't sweat it.
I'll look around. You rest up.
No. He's gonna get kidnapped. That was a really fun game. Oblivion. And Skyrim. And Fallout 3. And Final Fantasy 13 is at the top of that list of best game. Like, I'm legit having a good time. Like, I'm actually having a good time. I shit on this game because I love this game. I shit on this game so much and so frequently. I love it so much. I was discussing with Bert, Smash Things 1, this game. I was saying I'd like to get him on an episode with me. But, like, I'd know everything that's going on, but he wouldn't. But I wouldn't be able to explain to him what's going on, because it's just absolutely the most bullshit, nut, stupid thing that I wouldn't be able to explain it to him. It'd be like, okay, so 5 dudes meet up out of circumstance. One of them's been kidnapped and haven't heard from him in a little while. The big monsters fight the people. We are now like Lassie or Falsey or something. There's a few different dumb names. And world getting destroyed. We protect Cocoon. It'd just be a mess. In other words, is what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is this game is a mess of the most of the best kind. You know, like it's a fun mess. Where the fuck did these two end up? Holy shit, why are they all separating? Like, why? Why would you separate from Lightning? She's the most capable person.
No sign of soldiers.
Guess lightning got their attention.
Thank God, now we can walk through.
What's doing?
Probably dead. Hope he's dead.
They were headed towards Palampolum. Kid's on his way.
Polum polum.
You can bet on it.
Why can't we go to Midgar? I wanna go see Midgar. Oh, she just did the after I finished doing a
It's good.
She's Christian.
If they manage to slip in quietly. All of Cocoon
As if that was
is
gonna
in the
happen.
grip of pulse phobia.
Pulse phobia.
Lassie
Ooh.
pops up on the radar.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, hell
Ooh, they're scared of Pulse, are they? Whew.
They don't even know why they're scared.
It's because of Chatterbait.
Afraid of
Pulse
what they
Man.
don't know.
It's-
Afraid to
They all
find out
use it.
more.
Don't know what I'm talking
worse,
about
the
anymore. Yes, worse the oldie. It sure does, buddy.
The world probably
Oh my god.
see.
Oh, this game keeps answering me.
I mean, most of them.
This is like Kingdom Hearts, but somehow stupider. It's like stupid Kingdom... This is stupid, Kingdom Hearts, which, by the way, not the insult it sounds like. I fucking love Kingdom Hearts. That is, like, top 10 games for me. Like, I've played through Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, like, more times than I can count. And I can count to at least 6. So you know it's a lot. And now we're back to only 3 attack slots. Is this thing's health going up? Did that thing's health go up when we attacked it? Did I see that wrong? Wait, is it gaining health based on our attacks?
Old man still got it.
Bomb ashes, eh? You know what we actually need to do with these two? Level them the fuck up. Oh, pardon me. Oof. We are out of thing. You need to be, like, magic. What is magic? I think that is magic. Okay. You are medic level 1. Did she just yell at a private plane? What? Oh, am I going the wrong way? Oh, this camera. Why does it reset sometimes? There is a severe lack of chest bowls going on in this building. Oh, I wish I could play this music for you guys right now, but I'll get copyright struck. But it's like really upbeat, like jazzy piano. It's awesome. I really like the music in this game. That is one credit I can always give to like every Square Enix game, no exaggeration, is no matter how good, no matter how shit, no matter what the game is, it always has like killer music. This music's really good right now. Okay, activate. What are we doing here? Okay, I guess we're doing that.
Nothing to it.
But how do we get back across? Yeah, okay. Oh god, I hate these things. I need to take out the Pulsework Soldier first. The Pulsework Soldiers, especially when playing with Saz without lightning, these guys they're a joke. Like, they're a pain in the ass. I don't care, that thing just blew himself up on me. So I guess they're like the big, like, the fire devil demon-y things from the other Final Fantasy games. I forget what they're called. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say that, right? Like, they had, like, the ear, like, they had, like, horns or ears coming off of their head, and they had all different, like, elements. They were in Kingdom Hearts as well, I'm pretty sure. But they were, like, evil, heartless. Like, they were, like, dark, like, black versions of them.
Looks like it doesn't work.
What is it?
I wonder if it just needs help.
You're talking about a random piece of technology that I have no association with because I don't live in this world, so I don't know what the hell you're looking at, girly. Chest bowl, finally! Oh my god, it feels like Christmas every time I get one of these things. Oh no, they saw me! Ah! Oh, now I have to deal with the fucking Pulsework Soldier. Let's take the bombs out first, I suppose. Guess we got no choice. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, we need to take that out before it self-destructs. No, too late. Vanille, you need a heal. Too late. You had one job, kid. One job and you blew it. And now I'm resorting to use a Phoenix Down. Wow, this does, like, screw all stagger when I'm attacking. What is my commander? I feel like I need to be a Ravager. I feel like a Ravager is what this guy needs to be. Yeah! Oh, yeah, that's way better. Oh, I need to set that as the default for these two. Okay, so unless Saz is a Ravager, he's basically broadside of useless by the looks of it. I should be taking this opportunity to heal, probably. But I think we might be right. Yep, we're good. Okay, so let's... Ooh, more parts to level up. Okay, so we want Paradigms, Customize. We want to make this one the default. Because this guy's good as a Rav, but not as a Com. Nope, wrong way again. Does this work? Nope. Okay, so there's just little things that you can play around with in this game that are... Like, this... I'm getting, like, I'm impressed with the amount of mechanics it's introducing, but it feels like they introduced them really, like, after they should have introduced them. Like, I feel like this game would have turned a lot of people off before they even got to this point, honestly. Because, like, even, like, friends of mine who are, like, big into Final Fantasy, there's a couple of them, but, even, like, friends of mine that are really big into Final Fantasy, like, I don't actually think any of them have ever, like, completed this one. Like, this is, like, the black sheep of, like, the Final Fantasy games with a lot of Final Fantasy fans. And, like, I'm not saying I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, I've only really played, like, a couple of them, because, like, as I said in the last episode, turn-based combat's not really my jam. But, I really liked, I like Crisis Core, that was great. Crisis Core was amazing, I think it was, like, my first PSP game as well. Final Fantasy VII, Remake, I've got the PC port of that one, what was it called? Integrate, I think? I think that might be like a DLC or something, I'm not sure. But, I've got Final Fantasy Remake Integrate, which is really fun. I like the action. Like, I like Crisis Core, I like Kingdom Hearts, I like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I really like that action combat. I like Final Fantasy III. Final Fantasy III was pretty good. The original one, not the remake. Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI wasn't too bad. Final Fantasy VI wasn't too bad. Yeah, other than that, I haven't really played a lot of these. I haven't really played a lot of Final Fantasy games. A lot of them are just... I don't know, just can't really get into a lot of them. Either the story's boring or the characters are uninteresting. Seems to be a huge issue I have. I have heard a lot of people have said that the original version of 7 on the PS1 is like the definitive version. It's like the definitive version of that game because like something to do with the way Cloud's written in like later games is like not good or something. Like they changed his whole character after like the PS1 game, and to me, honestly, that feels like it comes down to a text-based thing, not a character-based thing, because of translation issues in the PS1 era. I feel like that could have just been like misinterpretation stuff. I feel like Cloud was always that way in the Japanese version. I've never played it, I've never read the script for it, but I feel like that's how he would be in the Japanese version because, like, look at all the other Final Fantasy characters, like Squall and stuff. Like, they're all sort of like that type of character. So I feel like it's not out of the realm of possibility for a Cloud to have been, like, a angsty boy in, like, the original Japanese script. It was just like a weird translation thing over here. What are some other good games? What are some other good games? Damn, that's a good question, actually, that I have to ask myself. You know what's actually surprisingly, like, a really good, like, not... I feel weird saying this, because Banjo-Kazooie is legit, like, the best 3D platformer ever made. Like, I love that game. I could play it, like, over and over and over and over again. I love the original Banjo-Kazooie. I don't like Banjo-Tooie. I found it really, like, boring, but... anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. You know what's a really good game? Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and just, if you disassociate it from Banjo-Kazooie, it's a really good game. In terms of, like, just building stupid, ridiculous custom vehicles type deal. Like, it's not good in terms of, like, story or characters or anything. Like, they should not have used Banjo and Kazooie in that game. But, like, other than that, that game is, like, the best, just like stupid sandbox if you just want to make like ridiculous, stupid vehicles that just serve like no purpose other than to be like stupid. Is the only way I can say it. Like, you can literally make a car out of like completely nothing but like engines. Like rocket, like jet propulsion engines could be your entire vehicle. As long as it's got a seat, like as long as it's got a seat, it counts as a vehicle. So like you can literally just jump on an actual like jet engine and just ride an actual jet engine. Like, and that's all your vehicle has to be in that game. It's actually like great from that standpoint, and I feel like that's a real shame. I feel like it's a real shame that that's what that game is, because, like, obviously Banjo-Kazooie and Rare have, like, a massive, massive dedicated, like, fan base behind them. Like, they're known for what they did in the 90s, mostly. But, like, you see, the problem comes in is when they sort of got owned by Microsoft, and everyone just kind of dismissed them. But, like, a lot of the games from the Microsoft period are actually, like, a lot better than people give them credit for, I find. Like, as I said, like, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts should literally just be a game called Nuts and Bolts with, like, its own characters or something, because, like, it's not a Banjo-Kazooie game, it doesn't work as a Banjo-Kazooie game, it's got no, like, platforming or anything to it. But if you just take it, like, at face value for what it is like, just a stupid car building game, then that's where it shines. Like, that's where you'll get, like, your enjoyment out of Nuts and Bolts. That's where I get my enjoyment out of Nuts and Bolts, just by building stupid vehicles. And I say this full well, like, full disclosure, I have 100%ed Nuts and Bolts in the past just because I wanted all of the like vehicle parts that you can unlock in that game, because like there's a lot that you can get, like, and it's all good. So yeah, like that's just a thing I've always found really interesting, is a lot of people seem to dismiss a lot of games at face value. And it's the same with all media, like books, movies, games, music. Like, a lot of people seem to just dismiss a lot of things at just full face value. And it's not fair. Like, I understand. Like, it'd be like releasing Halo Nuts and Bolts, you know? Like, no one wants to see the Master Chief doing that. Like, they want to play as the Master Chief doing the Master Chief things, you know? Like, I want to be shooting the Covenant, fighting the Flood, like, you know, like, you buy a Halo game for that. You don't buy a Halo game because it's a racing game. And that's where I feel like a lot of the problems come in with a lot of these franchises. Is, like, Final Fantasy XIII, this game is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Like, I know a lot of people that dismiss this game at face value. Mostly because of... Do any of you guys remember Final Hallway 13, the JonTron video? I feel like that was a really big contributing factor. Like, that was a big contributing factor into why people dismiss this game, because, like, he had the whole joke of, like, the game plays itself, and it's just hallways and, like, all that bull crap, and... Like, I think the other problem is, as well, is a lot of people don't realize just how much influence they do truly have over, like, mainstream opinion. Like, IGN constantly gets called out for it, you know, like, saying stupid stuff, you know, like, all these big publishers, they always end up saying something stupid or promising something they can't actually deliver, and there's a lot that goes into... I'm sure a lot goes into designing a game like this, but like, it's when it doesn't look like a lot went into designing a game like this, you know? Like, look at all these characters that we've seen so far. Like, we got these guys, which I hate these Pulseworks soldiers. These are the worst These are the worst enemies in the whole game in terms of fighting them, because they're just a slog. They just take ages. There's no reliable way to stagger them, as far as I've been able to tell. But yeah, like, I'm sure a lot goes into making a video game like this, but to get it dismissed immediately on face value alone, I'm sure it's a real, like, blow to the developers as well. Like, I'm sure it's a blow to any artist, actually. Like, imagine putting, like, so much effort into this thing only to find out that, like, every single person, like, hated it because they didn't like the one particular design choice that you, like, saw, like, that you orchestrated, that you were, like, the overseer, the main guy on type thing, you know? Like imagine if you will, right? Like, you spend 20 hours and you make the world's greatest slow-roasted silverside. But because you've already got, like, a reputation of, like, oh man, this guy makes really good silverside, if it's even, like, 1% below what people are expecting, they blow it up to, like, it's like 1,000% below what they were expecting, if that makes sense. Like, the more hype there is for something, I feel like the more disappointment there is inevitably going to be. And I feel like that's really what happened with this game. For Final Fantasy-wise, I really feel like that's what happened with this game. Like, there was a lot of, like, build-up, a lot of hype. Like, this was gonna be, like, the first next-gen, like, Final Fantasy game after, like, so many years. And then people got this. And I said it myself earlier with the whole, like, I don't feel like people would have played this far into the game to discover all of these mechanics, because, as I said, I know a lot of people that were immediately put off this game. Like, they just didn't want to play it because, like, they knew the reputation of it. But the reputation of it all comes from, like, the first, like, hour or two of the game. Like, I don't know, it's a weird, it's kind of a weird concept to sort of really get into, and I'd have to sit down and really, like, work out how I'd want to talk about and word something like that, but, you know, like, it's the idea of stuff can very easily get overhyped and blown out of proportion, and a lot of the time I feel like it's really detrimental to an overall product, because, like, all of the reputation of Final Fantasy XIII comes from the first 2 hours. All of the reputation of Final Fantasy VII comes from the first 2 hours, you know? Like, I would argue the first 30 minutes of a video game, or a movie, or a book, or, like, anything, is, like, what's gonna be the mainstay for people. Like, you know, like, that's when people seem to make up their minds really quickly. It seems to be, like, really early on in a piece of media, because, like, this game, I have to keep using this game as the example, because it's A, what I'm playing, and it's B, it just encompasses everything I'm talking about when it comes to this. But I hear, like, a lot of people say this game gets really good 20 hours in. Well, that's not a good thing. That's really not a good thing, because, like, that's a prospect to people. Like, that's an undertaking. To tell someone that if they want a game to be good, they have to play, like, 20 hours of it. Like, how much of a turn-off must that be for so many people, like, knowing that they have to sit down and dedicate that amount of time to something that they maybe don't actually want to. A lot of people would probably just Google it. So, you know, like, just go on YouTube and watch the cutscenes or something. Like, Kingdom Hearts is another, like, a lot of Square Enix games actually really do fall under this umbrella. A lot of Japanese games, especially fall under this umbrella, because they're so different to what the Western audience is accustomed to with our video games and our movies and our media and our culture. Like, so I know a lot of people that legitimately thought, like, Kingdom Hearts was like a joke when it first came out. Like, they could not believe that this thing that Square Enix was talking about was real. Like, they actually put Disney and Final Fantasy together. Like, they actually made, like, an action combat style, like, game. Like, people legit, like, thought certain aspects of, like, these things were jokes. And I feel like a lot of people probably thought that this game was a bit of a joke, like, because, like, just look at it. Like, just look at the combat, look at what's happening. Like, everything that is happening looks really, really flashy, but it's shallow. And that's, I think that's one of the big issues with this as a Final Fantasy game, is that Final Fantasy games are usually, like, crazy in depth with, like, everything going on. Like, you know, there's a lot of strategy in, like, most Final Fantasy games, because and I've said it, like, multiple times throughout this playthrough, like, I don't have direct control over anyone in my party except for who I'm playing as. And that's, like, a huge, like, departure from traditional, like, Final Fantasy, because, like, in other Final Fantasy games, like, you usually can control, like, everyone in the party. Like, you know, this guy's the white mage, this guy's the black mage, this guy's the fighter, and this guy's the bard. So, like, you know, you've got your character roles, and you all need to make sure that you're making them all, like, work together correctly in order to have the best potential for victory. Whereas in this game, the most control you have over your companions is switching them to and from attack mode or heal mode, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just not a lot going on. But there is a lot going on at the same time. And I guess that's where I'm going to end that train of thought, because you guys can hear a million other people talk about this crap, you know. So I'll leave this episode here. We're like 7 hours into the game now, so we're trucking along. We're doing it. We're trucking along. We're still on disc 1, but I get the feeling that we're getting maybe close to the second disc. Maybe. I don't know how long this game is. I think it's like 60 hours, so I guess we'll find out. Who knows? Who cares? You'll watch or you won't. You'll enjoy it or you won't enjoy it. It's, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So until the next episode of this comes out, until next time, I've been Posmeno, and I'll see you in the next video, and like and subscribe, do whatever, and see you later, guys. Bye.